Over the past few months, the topic of bans and permabans have come across the channel. A lot of discussion about this activity. But one thing that's not really ever discussed are bans happening to whales inside of the game. Whales being really big spenders, people putting a lot of money into the ecosystem of the game. Real cash money from your wallet. Typically, from what you hear, is it happens to low spenders, free-to-play players, people that really aren't investing a ton of money or supporting the game in a massive way monetarily. But today on this Reddit post, which is actually from yesterday, I'm sorry, I was really busy with work. I couldn't get this post out in time. So we're talking about it today because it's important. Today it's happened to a whale. It's happened to a big player inside of the game. And as you can see, account banned due to a policy violation. You may submit an appeal. So there is a link given to submit an appeal. Inside of the notes and his description of what happened to him and his account, he asks a question, where to go, what to do. I will get to some of my answers on what we can do at that point. It may not be what you're looking for, but we'll dive into it when we do get there. So here is his post. Hello, immortal friends. My in-game name is Sam Keel, a 7.2 Resonance Demon Hunter. I've been playing Diablo Immortal every day since the game dropped almost 2 years ago. I've logged in and played every day since it released up until 3 days ago, and for the first time since the game's release, I did not log in. Not for a lack of trying, but because I have been banned. I spent over $40,000 and thousands of hours of my time playing to have it abruptly ceased. I contacted Blizzard to find out the allegations for banning to receive blanket statements not giving any actual information. I have never, nor would I ever perform any illegal activities. I would not sacrifice my money, my time, but most importantly, the friendships that they've made inside of the game to cheat. Now, I want to state that I don't know this player. They're coming across in this post as a very genuine person, a very good person, a very kind person, and I don't doubt that, but I also don't know them personally, so I can't vouch for them. But we've seen a lot of this. Now, of course, we have to think of some people that when they are saying that they did nothing wrong, maybe they're hiding something that they did, but not everyone, especially everyone that we've been hearing from. In this case, as I said, he seems like he's coming across as a good person. I have prided myself on earning everything by hand in game. I've also devoted my time to making a cohesive climate for other servers by assisting for others on our server, for assisting lower resonance players with in-game activities, counteracting bullies, and overall just making a friendly environment to everyone. So he's coming across as someone who is a good person for the game. We see players do this a lot in servers that just want to cultivate the game as a whole. Big spenders, they'll kind of have lower spenders ride the coattails so they can experience things inside of the game. It's actually a great thing that some of these higher res players will do. He seems to be one of them. I am reaching out to see if anyone knows a better way to communicate frustrations to Blizzard for bans. I am an actively serving Master Sergeant in the United States Army and truly believe I live the values of honor, respect, integrity, and loyalty. Any insight would be wonderful. VR Sam Keel. So first of all, I hate seeing stuff like this. I hate seeing that there's a player that lost their account, especially if they are someone that lost it in wrong fashion. Are the tools that Blizzard is using to ban accounts faulty? Do they make mistakes sometimes? No one really knows the answer to that. I will say that nothing is perfect, and we've said this before, that there could definitely be accounts that slip through the cracks. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, typically those accounts are not ones that are big spenders, because when this player lost their account, they lost the funding that they put into the account. They spent $40,000 for 7.2 thousand residents inside of the game. For those of you that don't know, if you don't know Diablo Immortal that well, it's for power through your gems. It's called gem resonance, and that costs essentially cash money or a massive amount of time that we don't have in this world to get to that. But we can say that it's gotta feel bad to lose the money, the time, and as he said, the friendships. Now, let's go on for a second and take a look at some of the other images that he shared with us here. So he obviously contacted and tried to make contact with Blizzard. So your ticket was received. The action has been taken in accordance with our terms of service, and it gives a link right here showing that that's where he can get the terms of service essentially of the game, which all players acknowledge and agree prior to playing. As we all know, when we do play, we must click a few buttons along the way that say we acknowledge their terms of service. I'm sure that their terms of service are quite in-depth and lengthy and cover them in any sense that they would need to be covered legally for the game. These policies and conditions allow us to maintain a fun and safe environment for all of our players, which is true. You need to have terms of service to protect the good players from people that may be trying to taint the game. All right, that's it for that image right there. Next, appeal penalty for a different game. Okay, I guess you tried in a different way. I've been removed from Diablo Immortal for conduct. Can I find out what conduct this was? I've made it a habit in the game to be an upstanding person. Ask anyone on my server. I have not broken any rules, as I know. It looks like he attached a screenshot. Submit that as well. Then, a game master resolved your ticket and left the following response. Here's a response from Blizzard. Greetings, Corey. Hey there. Thank you for contacting Blizzard. In-game master Ijazari, and I'll be helping you out today. I can see here that you've contacted us regarding the recent closure of your Diablo Immortal account. Due to the serious nature of the suspension in question, this account has been escalated for review to confirm that this was applied correctly in your case. You can read more about the account activation in the email sent to your Blizzard email address while you wait. We'll be in direct contact with you via email once this review has been completed within the next few days. So far, it sounds like they're giving it some attention and going to try and fix or at least dive deeper into the issue. Beware that there may be a longer wait for review to be completed than anticipated. Additional ticket requests, blah, blah, blah. All right, nothing more important on that. So it seems like they did look into it again, but then we come back here and it says, allow us to maintain a fun and safe environment for all players. The terms of use, again, the terms of service. Then, from the game master team, can you please clarify what I did wrong? I spent between $30,000 and $40,000 in the game and wouldn't sacrifice my finances on something stupid. I have had played every ounce of the game since it came out. That's more than I could say for a vast majority of the whales on this game. So again, can I please get clarity on why I lost my account and 2 years of dedicated time spent in your game, as I am not missed a day. They have not missed a day. Again, very difficult thing to have to deal with right there. There is a server that has been created for players that have been banned from the game. It's called Ban the Ban. Approximately 150 people are within that server right now, as I've been trying to just kind of bring people together. And by the way, it is not my server. It's been put together by players who have been banned, who are trying to look for support and maybe to find a way together to find reasons or maybe even potentially get their accounts back in, of course, a very nice way. I'll be leaving the Discord server there because there's a lot of people in there who have lost their accounts for different reasons. People that are probably guilty and doing things wrong, and people that are potentially not guilty and have just been wrongly accused of some type of guilt. If you're someone that has been banned from the game and you want others to talk to, I am not a guru on banned accounts. I do have contact through the community program and being a Blizzard partner, and I actually have been in touch with them regarding a lot of this ban-related content. I've been told that people are not being banned for controller use falsely. I've also inquired regarding farming AFK, because I thought that AFK farming, utilizing a method where you go into the settings, tinker with it, and do a double click, was against terms of service, or even holding down a button if you use a controller and taping down a button for auto attack. I was under the impression that was against terms of service. The community is divided on that. So I reached out to Blizzard and asked that question approximately a week ago. I was confirmed that it is being handled, and I have yet to get a response, but I was told that I will be receiving a response. I'll share that with you guys when I get that response so you can kind of know what's going on and what the actual yes or no answer is to AFK farming, because we really don't know 100% right now. It's difficult to tell what is actually a bannable offense, like to the T. There's definitely some gray areas, which possibly and potentially some players are getting caught up in. And I just wanted to put this one out here because this one is different. This is a player who lost themselves $40,000. Can they potentially go through their credit card and get refunds for all of that? From 2 years worth of spending, I think that would be difficult to do. I don't think a credit card would refund 2 years worth of purchases because of the ban. Could they potentially? Maybe. I don't know. But as it sits right now, the player lost 2 years of time playing a game. We all know that this is time well invested. This is valuable time. They lost the funding, the 40K, or as they said, 30 to 40,000. They lost a 7,000 residence account, and they don't know why. So what do you guys think? Are whales safe inside of the game, or is this just the start of more whales beginning to be banned for offenses that they thought they were safe from because they were spenders inside of the game?